Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Come on, let's get some views on. I know I'm early, guys. Come on, and it's unannounced, but let's get some views up. Come on. Share when you start watching it. Please share me one viewer. Please share. Telegram if possible. Oldham. Any of the Oldham sites on Facebook, please share. Please share. Come on, guys, please share. Honestly, this is a good one, this. It's a good one. I'm morning the Roch. I'm at Oldham Mumps. There's the old bank. The next building up used to be Monty's. The tram car park. Now I'm in the big car park, right next to the big junction there, the Mumps Junction. And for 2 days, this car park has been used by the people working on the temple on Coxtrail Road, the Sri Temple. It's been used, yeah? So let's look at this half. All right, bit of rubbish over there. We can say that. Let's look here. Let's look here. Please share to any Oldham site, tag Oldham Council in it. So they've been here over the past 2 days. How do I know? I come here every day, me. This is one of my Pokemon areas. There's 2 gyms there, and I'm here every single day, 2 to 3 times a day. When carers come, I come out for a walk or a fag or whatever, and I come down here. It's only a couple of minutes up the road there to my house. So I seen that there was barriers up, and they had a banner out saying it was car park for the temple, so they must have been ferrying people over. I can't say whether there was this much rubbish here before, like Friday. I can't say that. I can't say whether this rubbish came here last night after they finished or anything like that. But that side's pretty nice, so I'm guessing that's where they used. Look at the state of that. Now, if I'd had access to this car park, mate, for something like that or some other reason or whatever, I would not have left it in this kind of state. Now, let's just examine some of the rubbish. It looks like takeaway stuff. All so far looks like takeaway stuff. Yeah, takeaway stuff. Like, again, I'm not saying anything, but whether or not this car park would have had rubbish in it, I would have tidied all the car park up, mate, if I was using it for over a weekend. So remember, Jim McManaman don't care, or any of the MPs, they don't care about white Oldham girls getting raped. What they care about is getting photographs and getting that temple built. Bottles, all looks like takeaway stuff, sweet treats. That's pretty fresh looking. There's no mold on it or anything. Let's have a look over here. Florida fried chicken thing, that looks pretty fresh. All that looks fresh. That looks, I mean, maybe some of that was already there. But again, it's all fast drink stuff. There's no alcohol, so we can't blame it on the scroats. Another takeaway bag, Rubicon, another Florida maybe, that one. And there's a bit of rubbish there, but really, you know what I mean? Honestly, if I was using this car park, I'd have cleaned every little bit of the car park up. Don't look like they were doing any of that. If it is their rubbish, I'm not 100% sure, mate. Maybe they might have been using that half of the car park. But I certainly would not have left the car park like this. So, besides building a temple where they need to build houses, besides ignoring all the white girls, CSE victims of Oldham, and just taking piss with a dodgy review or report, and as you'll see in the papers, Jim McManaman is there getting all his camera things and all that. What, you scumbags? You stinking scumbags. Yes, Streets, good evening, sir. I'll give you a ring soon, mate. I'll give you a ring. Let's have a catch up. So, you know, so they're building the Sri Temple. They've used this car park all weekend because I come down here every single day, 3-4 times a day. And they've left all this mess here. You know, it's not a lot considering the size of the car park, but you know, they might not. It might have already been here. But if I'd have used this car park for anything, and I was allowed to use this car park, I would not left it like that. Whether the rubbish was here before I came or whether the rubbish was here after. So this is Oldham. Besides forgetting all the white girls, not bothered about the shit and rubbish. And I want to go out to all those who are going on about houses. We're going to have to build houses. I'll do a video and I'll talk about the town centre. It's full of properties and houses and flats above shops and things like that. What's that resulted in is one of the biggest crime areas in Greater Manchester. That's what it's resulted in. Certainly the biggest crime area in Oldham, one of the worst in Greater Manchester. And a little old lady phoned me up, 85-year-old, when I was running in the elections, and she said she's really anxious and that when she comes to town because it's all different and nobody speaks English, and I totally agree with her. For a little old white lady, that can be very intimidating. The way it would be intimidating for a little old black lady to come to a place where it's spot the black person. It's natural that people feel like this. And Oldham isn't what it used to be before. It's full of dirty, disgusting, greasy chicken shops. And lots of people work in Oldham, but they don't pay taxes. No one's telling me that everyone in them kebab houses is on the books. I'm not having it. Honestly, what a dump. This is Oldham, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, we've had the Sri Temple opened over at weekend. They've had this car park blocked off for them. They may have only used that half of it, but this half has got a shitload of rubbish on it. And as again, if I'd used this car park, whether I'd used that half, a little section, I would have cleaned every little bit of this car park up. It's my town. Why wouldn't I do? I'm always forever picking rubbish up when I'm walking around town centre. So remember, the monstrosity is built. It's on Copstraw Road. They've opened it up. So many million to fund it. And, you know, I'm a bit suspicious now because everywhere, every report I look at, yeah, the money came from their community. The money came from their community. Just sounds dodgy. If I could trace everyone involved in that building and trace them back and find out where they've got the money from, I'm not 100% sure, but I think even though they say that they've funded it, I think it's some taxpayers' money somewhere down the line. I wouldn't say that Oldham Council wouldn't do that. Of course they'd do it. Without telling you, your council money goes to fund Islamic schools where they don't teach English. Possibly, we were seeing it in Birmingham where there was a chop shop under a school. What, and it's not in Oldham? I've got a contact in Department of Work and Pensions, Oldham, and that person says that the disturbing thing is the amount of unregistered faith schools in Oldham. It's just a joke, honestly. It's just a joke. I've got a low tolerance of every faith, and I'm never going to tolerate unregistered schools in Oldham where there's a possibility they've got a chop shop underneath to chop up all them little girls. I'm not, honestly. And, you know, but Oldham's adopted the Muslim Council Britain's description of Islamophobia where other people haven't, right? Just to silence people like me, because they'll say I'm racist. That's what they'll say. So I'm racist because I don't want little chop shops under schools, unregistered faith schools and stuff like that cut little girls' genitals off. I don't want schools in Oldham where you don't learn English when you come out of the schools. If you've been watching me and you've been watching a Rich Report, I've proved all this. I've proved that what they said in that report is a load of shit because of schools in 2017 not learning kids English when they leave the school. So I've proved it all. Factual proof, it's all there, and they'll still call me a politically correct word. You just couldn't make it up. Please, guys, 8 p.m. tonight, Patrick McGuinness and Steve Laws on Pat's channel. I've put the link out. Please join our Telegram group. All my links are in the YouTube. Please bolster my groups up. Even if you don't go on Telegram a lot, please join our group on there, please. It's still it's National Housing Party. You'll see it, National Housing Party. Join all our social media links. Big couple of months coming up for me soon. I'll be out. I'll have a new round of leaflets, and I'll be out down Oldham. I've got a couple of lads in from Oldham who are going to be helping me deliver the leaflets, and then a couple of days after, I'm going to go knocking on the doors where I've delivered the leaflets. That's up and coming. But honestly, you couldn't make it up. I don't know if it's because of them that why this rubbish here. I don't know that. I've said that from the very beginning. Can't be 100% positive, but it's been used for that Sri Temple car park for the past 2 days. How do I know? Because I live around here and I come here 3-4 times a day, if not 5 times a day, to this little area, Pokemoning. And look at the state of it. Rubbish. It's all takeaway stuff. It looks fresh. Nothing looks mouldy. Don't look like it's been rained on or anything. Yeah, looks pretty fresh, that. Florida bag there. Bit of rubbish over there, but yeah. So, you know, I would just made sure that all the car park were clean and tidy, me. Whether this rubbish was here or not. You know, they might have only used that half and thought that this is nothing to do with them, but that's what we can expect of people with no loyalty to the UK, is just do their own thing. Lack of integration, like I said. Any decent Oldham person would have tidied all this car park up. They wouldn't have left half of it untidy. I know that for a fact. I know that if Pride of Oldham and Saddleworth fails with independence, Debbie Barrett, if any of them come here, Raja or anyone, and they use this car park, they would not have left it like that. And that's what we want out of our Oldham people. But a lot of other people in Oldham don't give two shits, just want the houses and the benefits, and they're happy. Honestly, you just couldn't make it up. Right. Sorry about that emergency broadcast. Thank you, guys. I'm going. Got to get back to mummy. Yes, Peter. Yes, Arlene. I can only just see you writing. It's just pretty bright here. Yes, Chris. Claire. Honestly, you just couldn't make it up. You know, and I'm not being awful, but if I'd have used this car park, I would have cleaned every little bit. I would have gone out of my way to make sure I give the car park a clean. That trolley down there, I'd have sent it back to where it belongs. I'd have tidied up every little corner of this car park. Why? Because I live here. I come here every day. I don't want it looking like a shithole when I come down. But, you know, but that's what I would have done. That's what I think a lot of Oldham people would have done. Like I said, if any other kind of group would have used this car park, they would have not have left any of this. If it was here, like I said, I'm not 100%. It all could have been left here last night. Don't look like it, but it could have been, right? So, you know, just want to point out stuff. And, you know, if it has been left here by them Sri Temple people, scruffy, horrible people, honestly. And if that's how much they care about their little section, no wonder we're in so much trouble in Oldham. I told you this, integration. They're not bothered about anything outside their particular community, just what they want. And everything else is secondary. And that's how it is in Oldham. I wish more people would say this, but it looks like I'm just one of the only people who will point to these things, who will point to lack of integration. No one else says it. Raja Mir don't say it, yet it's all around him. I've never heard him say it. Well, he probably has. But you know what I mean? And other people, other councillors just won't say it. Well, you know what? I haven't committed any crime. When I'm in the council, I'll say it. When I'm in the council, I'll call that spade a spade. I won't call it a fork. I promise you. That's one of the biggest things is that political correctness. I've got to be honest and everything. I'm being honest now. Yeah, like I said, I don't know for definite if it's them, but they've been here for 2 days. Why wouldn't I think it's them? They've been here for 2 days with barriers and all that there, but maybe it was only that half. Maybe it was only that half they were using, but they left that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry anyone knows me. I'd have tidied all that up, me. Right, I've had my rant. Please like and share my social media. 8 p.m. tonight. Patrick McGuinness and Steve Laws debate, are they illegal or not? Please tune in. It's going to be a smasher. It's on Pat's channel. I'll get the links up when I get home. I'll get flying all links out. Please subscribe to NHP UK Press Office. That's Pat's channel. And I'll see you all tonight if you're on 8 p.m. Steve Laws, Patrick McGuinness. Right, Big Johnny, I'm going now. Getting home to Mama. I'm going having a shower because it's really muggy today. But thank you very much. I just seen this today and I just wanted to show you. I think they've only been using half the car park. But on that fact, they haven't done nothing else with the rest of the car park. You know, they didn't have to. But a proper Oldham person would have done. That's what I'm saying. A proper Oldham person. Any of the people I know who go protesting, who've been to the council meetings, every stinking single one of them would have tidied all the car park up, whether they had half or not. But we don't live there. We live in Oldham where you can be divided and segregated, and then it's all right. Everything's all right. Remember, they've adopted the Islamophobia definition just to shut us up, shut people like me up. But, you know, not going to shut me up. I haven't threatened anybody. What I'm telling you is you've got to integrate. Otherwise, our town will never be cohesive. Otherwise, our town will always have them muggy titles, most destitute, most poverty, most PC-ridden. We'll always have them until we integrate better. But thank you very much, Big Johnny. I'm outside the Oldham Mumps. I'm heading off home, and I'll catch you all tonight, 8 p.m. Thank you very much. Thank you, Arlene. Thank you. Thank you. Are you home yet? Yes, Matthew. Matthew, when are you coming up Manchester? Oldham, come on. Come up, Matthew. You can come up for a couple of days, Matthew. You can stay at mine and we'll do some we'll go out handing out leaflets or something. But come up in, guys. I'm going. I'll catch you up in